will die protecting him. A walker you didn't spot, a bullet you couldn't dodge, a desperate cry for help that brings the herd. It happened to Lee, and it'll happen to you.
Don't ever say his name!
Hello you sexy people, welcome to a full breakdown on the final episode of The Walking Dead, the final season. Okay, right, it's not confirmed yet, alright? I did say in my Telltale is closing down video that they're going to finish off the final season first, they're going to complete the game and then they're closing. Well, that might not be necessarily true. I have read after I finished that video that, and also someone commented that they are not finishing it, so it's not confirmed. I am going to read out something from Melissa Hutchison before I do my full breakdown. She tweeted this out the other day, and this is what she knows about it. This is the voice actor of Clementine, and yeah, so what she knows about what's happening to The Walking Dead. So all of this writing you can see here has been done by Melissa herself, and it looks like the exact same text or / document that you saw from Telltale Games when they announced that they're closing down. So maybe Melissa asked to respond from the actual studio. I don't know if any other employees got this opportunity as well, but you can see this is the exact same text as Telltale used, so I'm not sure if anyway, I haven't seen any other employees do a response like this, so maybe it's just Melissa because she is the main star and she's Clementine, you know. There's nothing else really to try and convince you guys that she's absolutely amazing. So what she has said is this: I've written and rewritten in my head over 1,000 times the things I want to say to express my grief over the closure of Telltale Games. I wanted to speak out yesterday, but my heart was too broken for words. I do want you to know that I have seen and read all of the messages of love sent out to me, and the beautiful souls of Telltale Games. These messages are proof that there is always light in the darkness of days, so thank you. I unfortunately, like most of you, do not have the details on how this all came to the end. I also do not know the fate of the final season of The Walking Dead. To my knowledge, there will be a release of episode 2, and that'll be it. So episode 2 will just be released, and that'll be it. It hurts me that... Sorry, it's really small, I'm sad. Let me just go move forward. Ah, cramp my leg, okay. Right, oh, God. Okay. Okay, it's really, because I've had to make it like the resolution so it actually, you know, go onto my editing software because of it. That's why the words are all scrunched up and like squished. But anyways, it hurts me that you, the fans, will not get to see Clem's journey through to the end. It hurts me that all of the insanity talented people who made this game won't get to see all their hard work played out, and are instead thrust into having to look for work. It hurts to know that all the extremely talented actors who lent voice to this final season won't get to experience the final ending of one of the best damn game titles in the history of games. And it hurts to know that long-awaited titles like the second season of The Wolf Among Us won't be made. That was all heavy, so let me end with some lightness. Telltale Games will always be the best narrative, story-driven game company ever. No closing of doors can ever take that away. Because of Telltale Games, I've met and made some of the very best friends I will have in this life. And that is priceless. I've gotten to work with the most brilliant game devs in the universe. And we have had some great laughs along the way. I'll always have those memories. And because of Telltale Games, I've gotten to give voice to the one of the strongest, most iconic, most badass, and most loved characters in the world. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for everything. I love you all. Most sincerely, Melissa, Girl Stinky, Glory Davna, Trixie Trotter, Toad Jr., Beauty, and Clementine. Yes, so these are her voices that she's done in Telltale Games. I don't know who Trixie Trotter is. It looks like someone from Fairy Odd Parents. Well, you know what show I'm talking about. Glory Davna, is that someone from Game of Thrones? No, she ain't in Game of Thrones. Oh, what about the founder? She was in Minecraft Story Mode episode 5. She forgot about that. Okay, yeah, but I don't know who the first three are. Unfortunately, I do apologise. I've just searched up the first 3. So Girl Stinky is from Sam and Max. That is one of their very first Telltale games, actually. So she was I've just looked. It looks like she's from like behind a bar or something. So she's from Sam and Max. Okay, shut up Windows. And Trixie Trotter is from. I just looked at my memory. Okay, Trixie Trotter is from Back to the Future, and I have actually finished Back to the Future. Actually, my voice somewhat low. I haven't finished Back to the Future. Actually, I do want to do it because Telltale's over, and I want to play every Telltale game. I love Telltale. I've got to finish Back to the Future. I have it. I've got an Xbox. It came out for gold once. I've got Batman Season 2. I haven't finished that yet, so I've got a lot to catch up on. I can't wait. And Guardians of the Galaxy. So, and her other one was it Glory Davner? That is from a game called Puzzle Agent. I haven't actually played that. I haven't actually ever heard of that. So that's quite interesting. It's on Steam. It looks like, yeah. I might check. I need to check that out. That looks very cartoony. So. That is really nice of Melissa. She's not like she's not showing her anger or anything. She might be a bit triggered inside, but she obviously everyone's got to be a bit triggered, especially if everyone has to find new jobs. But and especially like if they're leaving Telltale. Like Telltale's amazing as well. I'll tell you what, right? I was thinking of like I really wanted to be a voice actor for Telltale Games not long ago, and then yeah, rip that then. So so she did a bit of lightness at the end, so that was really nice of her as well. She was doing some heavy stuff, like she said at the start, just talking about how she doesn't really know what's going on, and she's 100% not sure if Telltale is going to finish The Walking Dead the final season, but hopefully they do, and that is what we're going to talk about today. So off topic, I know we've been talking about something that's just completely irrelevant for 6.5 minutes, so actually it's 6 minutes and 50 seconds. Shut up. Right, okay, let's go. Okay, so this shouldn't take long because the trailer's only a minute length. So as we can see here for the very first scene, as it opens up, Clementine is talking to someone. I believe it might be in a dream, because why would she talk about this to maybe, I guess you could say herself, because every Telltale game did that. I made a video of like what if Dead by Daylight was a Telltale game. I made that a funny video, but yeah, so in this first scene, maybe we don't know who Clementine's talking to. Maybe it's in a dream, because it does sound a bit echoey, but you can see like a really eerie corridor. This isn't like a different location. This is exactly in the school, Erickson's boarding school. We've actually already been down this hallway where we tried to. This is like the door to go outside into the. It's not called the garden. It's like the front of the school, where we actually opened up the cellar so we can go and visit Marlon and Brody before spoilers, click off the video. 5 4 3 2 1. They both died. And yes, so that we opened that door, and it wasn't really eerie. Okay, so this door right here, and it's literally, this is the door. I know it's the door leading outside. So it's some reason it looks like a blimmin', like someone's just got loads of lava buckets, poured loads of lava down, out, like literally outside into the front of the school, because it looks like Clementine's looking outside and it's like, someone griefed the school. So I don't really know what's going on. All I can gather is that this is definitely there we are. Look, a nightmare. Clementine's opening her eyes right now for our beautiful faces. So yeah, so that was a nightmare. She had a nightmare of something bad happening in the school. Maybe it's someone getting a bucket of lava and pouring it down in the school, and she had a nightmare about that. You never know, but yeah, so something she isn't having good vibes of this school at the moment. I take it she's having these nightmares because this is before she met Lily, which we'll get onto in a minute, and yeah, so this is like because Marlon died, and she's just having nightmares. She ain't having a good time at the school because it's kind of, she's had to face a lot of dark, bad things in the school at the moment, like, you know, Marlon locking Clementine into the cellar with Walker Brody, and then himself getting shot and then falling into her arms. I don't know if I'm going to tell AJ off. I probably am, but if it starts off like the episode starts straight off, you know, I don't want it to like, you know, oh yeah, 5 hours later. I want it to carry on straight on like it does with every past Walking Dead episode, because it's just amazing like that. I love cliffhangers, so it does that, and it was really intense too. So next scene here, we can actually see just them outside into the garden, coincidentally, and it looks like they are, I guess, maybe, you know, doing not prayers, paying respects. That's it, paying respects, because we did this in the first season, the first episode. We did see this with Violet and Ten. They were actually paying respects to Ten's sisters, and obviously Violet was there because she was going out with one of them. And it looks like we are doing the same. I don't know about if we're doing it to Marlon. Maybe not. If they're not, maybe they're not paying respects. But it looks like they're in that kind of area. I don't know how I can sense that, but it looks like, I don't know what they're doing. I'm sure they're doing a moment of silence or something, or maybe they're getting ambushed by the raiders. Or do you know what I've just noticed? But I don't know why their eyes would be closed. Clementine and Violet are holding hands. Look, do you think they're holding hands? Do you think this is the go out with Violet playthrough? Look how close they are. You can't even see Clementine's other arm. Like, they're standing so close. No, I think that's too far. No, they're probably not even holding hands, but they could be, you know, because you can date Violet in this episode. I'm so sure of it. And when, it's so intense. When do we get that chance anyway? But AJ and Ten, look at them. They're not. They look terrified. Well, Ten, well, they look scared or something. Well, they look shocked at something. They're not looking at us, but they're looking at something. So maybe they're not paying respects. I don't know what's really going on here, but that's all I can get from there. Is like paying respects, like paying hard respects. You know, I mean, look at Clem. Maybe she's thinking of Lee there or something. That's what I would think, like, because yeah, but yeah, that's all I can get from that. I guess they're paying respects to that bit. After the, I don't know, maybe Marlon maybe as well, because he recently died. Who else could they be doing it to? But I'm pretty sure Clem's actually replacing Marlon with Lee there in her imagination. The next part here is seeing the door again up close. As Clementine's getting closer to the door. There's nothing really much to say about that, but she looks like the approach to the door. I think it's got a black screen now, but I think now she is going. We're going to be able to play as her. Come on, come on. Okay, no, she wakes up. Okay, so Clementine wakes up from the nightmare. She's on her bed. I'm doing like a live commentary now, aren't I? Like, she's lying on her bed. What's next? Okay. I've just cut all the black screens from now, so we don't have to go sit through them. We can see here that Violet is holding a very similar crossbow. Not crossbow, it's actually just a normal bow. But whose bow is that? That's Marlon's. She's looted his inventory. Lewis is with her, and Clem looks back. Maybe she's like, that's my Lewis, or that's my Violet. You better just keep away from them. But yeah, that was probably most likely not, just a really, like, intense face there. Here AJ's like, Clementine! So this is where I take it later on. You'll see in a minute where Clem gets her neck stood on by a person. I obviously, but I don't know who it is. It's a boot, so it might be Lily. So you can't really see what's going on here. But Clem now is running away. I don't know what she's running away from, to be honest. It can't be walkers. I don't know. It's not showing. It's really anonymous, so I can't wait to find out tomorrow. Maybe walkers. I don't know. I really want to know who she's running away from, but walkers are like they're breaking in. Now they are back into their dormitory. AJ is talking to Clem about, like, am I a murderer? I did what you told me to do. I don't know what that means. I did what you told me to do. That's kind of ominous, really. Like I said, where you get to play as Clem to walk to the door. This is now, she's like, this is like, you know, this is when you play as her, because that's the stand she does when you can now move around. So you've got to approach the door. Now this is when Lily starts talking. She talks about, oh, you're gonna die, Clementine. Okay, you're gonna die. Somehow you're gonna die. Maybe it's gonna be you screaming for help, and a walker herd comes to you. You're gonna get shot or something. Violet and Lewis now are scared as they are literally terrified or something, and we haven't seen them this scared before. So this is maybe when the raiders arrive, and the Clementine isn't here. She's behind a tree with AJ, and it looks like the raiders are back. I am going to point out something in a minute when we get to it. This is like crazy. And it looks like they are looking at the raiders, because next scene is well, actually it might not be, because it's raining here. So maybe they're looking at something else, maybe something suspicious. Maybe they're like actually eventually finding out the raiders. Back at the school, Ten's falling over. And you could see one of the whisperers behind him there. We'll get to that in a minute as well. You may be like, what whisperers? Yes, there's whisperers, okay. Clementine's thinking back on her life decisions, life choices. I don't know. This is actually relates back to what Lily said. Maybe you might be crying for help as a walker's maybe coming towards you. Look, she's on the ground. Walkers are coming straight towards her. This looks like AJ's just been taken from her, from Lily. So I don't know what's going on. You can tell Lily is definitely the villain in this story. Well, in this final episode. It's kind of depressing. This final episode. I need to episode 2, really. I bought the season pass. Ripped my money, okay. Back to when Clementine is walking towards the lava-filled door. It's obviously not lava. It's just her nightmare. This looks like the Nightmare on Elm Street right now. So, yeah, that's just, once again, it keeps on cutting back to when she's doing it. It's kind of really ominous. Lily is where you get to see her now. This is the first introduction of Lily. Yeah, so she's back. Clementine is now holding Marlon's bow. I didn't actually realise this when I first watched the trailer, my first trailer reaction. But people did point out this is Marlon's bow. Yes, it's confirmed. You do get a hold of Marlon's bow, and there will be a bit of sniping in the game. Well, arching, what you want to call it, you know. This is the school getting taken over. That little scene there, guys, was the school getting taken over by walkers. I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you evidence on why that is in just a moment. But that is definitely the school getting taken over by walkers. It does look like the school is like it's on fire and stuff, and I've got evidence to prove that in just a moment. In this camera angle, it's the same running scene from before, but you can now see AJ in the background. She's now taken her hat, and this place, I don't have no clue what this place is, but that walker looks blimmin' creepy as. Clementine's scared, AJ is scared, and look who that is. Clementine's backing away because she's blatantly ran out of arrows and the walkers are coming towards her. But look who it is. It is Abel. That is Abel's jacket, as you can see what he's wearing there. That is Abel. He is alive. I don't know if he did die, if you pushed him out the window, but it's really, really interesting. I do want to know what's going on with that. So there was a choice to attack him, or there was a choice to lower the gun. He is alive for me, obviously, because I lowered the gun because I accidentally got AJ killed. Some of you may be confused and don't know who Abel is. Abel is the guy that does show up in the train station to take the food. He's that guy with the cigarette in his mouth the whole time. Just to let you guys know, yeah, so his name was Abel. You do find that out when you are given the option to actually attack Abel. And he does also introduce himself and say his name is Abel. But if you guys did forget, yeah, that is Abel, the guy with the blue jacket. Yeah, he's the one that returns, and yeah, just the one with the two weird coloured eyes. I didn't want to attack Abel because I was pretty sure he was probably going to die again. But when I returned back with the group, and we all got back together to eat with the food, yeah, Brody kind of got annoyed. He's like, oh, why did you not attack him or something like that? And then, well, no, AJ was disappointed actually, so I knew there was a way to attack him. And it looks like there is. So he either is dead. My theory is right. Actually, I told Dom the Bomb to do a video on this. So, I mean, like, I went into his comment section. He said like one person, well, I'll talk about it. Talk about a topic if you comment. And I did comment on like, if you did attack Abel, he will not be alive. That Lily will find out, and then she'll do something bad. For example, you can see that AJ's been taken, or Abel will still be alive, as you can see there, and yeah, he'll just be alive. So I don't really know what's really what the consequences for that, but Abel was there, so he might not be there for you depending on what you did, but I reckon he will be there either way, because you didn't actually see him die, so that's kind of interesting. Like Doug, you do see him die in episode 1, season 1, when you push him out the window. Well, no, you don't push him out the window, but Lee has to make a choice between Carly or Doug, and if you choose Carly, he gets taken out of the window by the walkers, and he gets torn apart. So yeah, so Abel is alive, it looks like, and you've got Marlon's crossbow. I mean, that's pretty cool. I don't know how that had nothing to do with Abel's jacket, but yeah, Abel was alive, and he's taken AJ, it looks like. So AJ's looking at Clem on the ground with her foot, like on, you know, her Lily. I think it's Lily's foot on her neck, and then I knew she would be friendly when we met her, like Kenny, but yeah, Lily's from season 1 if you don't know who she is, so I'm sure all of you do. Like, Lily is she was a big character, but she was always bitchy. She wasn't a good character. She went off without us to Kanavi. But yeah, it looks like she is the leader of the what is it called? Raiders, and Abel was part of that group. So Abel does know Lily. It's kind of it's really cool actually. They've all like joined together, and I knew she would be the villain for the season, but unfortunately, I don't know if Telltale are going to finish The Walking Dead, like I said. So moving on here, I only actually found out about this the other day when I was scrolling through Telltale's Twitter, when I found out about the news. This actually should have caught my eye a bit more. I did catch a glimpse of it, and I didn't actually think much of it for some reason. I don't know why, but then I did see it for the second time when I actually scrolled through. So the first time was before I found out about the news, and the second time I found out about the news, I was like, hold on a minute, this actually caught my eye the second time. So I saw it and I was like, why have I not made a video on this? Why has no one done a video of this? And I searched up what I thought it was, and people do have other theories about this. So what do you guys think it is? If you guys have read the Walking Dead comics, what do you think it is? Yeah, it's fairly obvious. It's the Whisperers. These are actually going to be joining in on the TV show of The Walking Dead when it is being released. I think it's like next week. or something. But this is really, really exciting. I've never actually read the comics, but I'm really excited for the Whisperers. So I know on my walk I found out about the Whisperers. The first time I found out about them was I had to search them up because everyone kept on commenting the Whisperers on my Walkers Talk video. I was like, what is everyone talking about? I was like, oh yeah, it's not a joke. Yeah, Walkers Talk. Yeah, this was what the video is. A Walker is talking. But yeah, I was like, okay. But what you can see here is it's really interesting because you've got a guy with a mask on. I didn't know this is what the Whisperers did. I didn't know if they wore a mask or whatnot. But it's fairly obvious that it could be the Whisperers because Clementine is holding a dagger, and then the guy behind her, it's not Walker, it's blatantly someone with a mask on. He's doing he's doing it. I just like pumped out my stomach when I said that, but the guy's doing like a whisper gesture with his hand. You know when like people's like shh, whisper. That's what he's doing. So it's blatantly showing off the Whisperers, which is pretty cool to show off for the cover art for the episode, where they just, you know, they're showing it off like that, where he's putting like the finger to his mouth and he's like shh. So yeah, this is blatantly the Whisperers, and I did know it. So wait, hold up. Is the Raider? Wait a minute, the Raiders are the Whisperers, because that guy behind the mask is Mitch that you saw in the trailer. That is, why do they call him Mitch? No, his name's not Mitch. He looks like a Mitch for some reason. But the guy who's sitting by the campfire, that is that guy. We don't know his name yet, but he looks, he's wearing the same jacket, and so that brings me to think that Lily is part of the Whisperers. How crazy is that? Lily from season 1 becomes the leader of the Whisperers for the Telltale series of The Walking Dead. That's absolutely like it's blooming mind blowing, because we found out about the Whisperers in the comics first, and now they're coming to the. Okay, I'm not gonna take it as far as that Lily's gonna show up in the TV series. Okay, but if they are the Whisperers and I'm correct about that, it'd be awesome. But it does look like a Whisperer is going to come up behind Clementine and scare the crap out of us and be like, whoa! And then Clementine's going to be like, ah! But then I feel like he's going to rugby tackle her to the ground. So I mean, we're going to be like, what the hell? Why is a Walker doing that to us? But there is a few more screenshots here, but I do want to quickly show off before I finish this video here. So this next one here brings me on from before when I said about the school being on fire, and this is the exact scene when the walkers are breaking into the school. It's the same walkers you can actually from when we saw from before, and it looks like that we are on our own. I don't know where everyone else is, but this must be when the school, you know, maybe is on fire, or like I said, and we're not going to see it again. Maybe we don't ever go back to that school. Maybe this is Telltale's way of saying goodbye. We're leaving you now. But because we do get a room, don't forget, and we get to decorate it every now and then. So if we don't get to go back in to it in episode 3 or 4, I mean, that's quite interesting. Well, if they do release it, because we don't see with the thumbnail, so episode 3 and 4 is in the school, so I'm not really sure about that. But episode 2 is in the school, so maybe this is the final stand of Ericsson's boarding school. We don't know, but maybe what I want to know about this is if we get to actually free shoot. What I mean by that is like we get to like actually look around with the bow. We get to like aim it ourselves, like we did in episode 1 where we got to hunt down the rabbits, or if you're using a fishing rod to fish the fish. So this scene, this one got me like really intrigued, and I was like, whoa, okay, we get to see quite a lot here. We actually get to see the school getting destroyed. So maybe we rebuild it, maybe we just leave it and we still stay in the school. I don't know, because a lot in this trailer is us not in the school. It's just us, like, you know, running around and stuff. So I don't know what's going on there. And what I want to know is what happened to the school. Maybe the Whisperers, it's awesome saying that, maybe the Whisperers did this to us. So I don't know why they done that. Maybe it's because Abe was like, I'm back, you didn't kill me. And he's like, you know what, I've been bitten a few times, but I'm back, and I'm here with my mates and Lily. Yeah, you know Lily Clan. Yeah, we're back to kill you. So goodbye, school. Another little interesting thing there is that we're using Marlon's bow. This is the image when she's looking like face to face up to the door. Nothing really much to say there, because I have talked about that a lot. It does look really eerie, but she does look pretty nice in that photo. I'm not gonna lie, like the 60, you know, like 1080p. Here it looks. This is really cute, where just AJ's lying on Clem's bed. This is probably the next morning after AJ slept with Clem. From the teaser trailer we got for episode 2 stuff for the children. This last one here is just Violet. I take it looking at Clem with Marlon's bow. Looks like we take it in turns or something. It's like she's like, relationship goals. We take it in turns with Marlon's bow. one final thing before I do my fat ass intro. Online, there was some gifs from episode 2. Look, it's Cluis. It's Cluis, Lewis, and Clementine Cannon. Look at that. That's a relationship right there. Look at that stare. They're giving each other. You've got Lily got her hand over her face. Look, there's a lot of stuff here. I will link it in the description below. Telltale did link it on their Twitter. There's a lot of gifs from episode 2, so there's a bit more exclusive footage here. Disco Broccoli, yeah, this is so cool. Like, just look at it. One more thing that we did see for gameplay here on this GIF website is oh yeah, and this is Clementine looking at something. We have no clue what she's looking at. Probably just Lewis lovingly, you never know, or Violet. And is this the one? Okay, there's another staring one. I really don't know what she's staring at, but it's a really cool thing. It's really random. And this one, I wanted to mention, this is when Clementine is walking. We're definitely controlling her there when we're walking to that door. So yeah, check it out. I will link it in the description. And I'm gonna do my fast outro now. Hope you enjoy. So this is going to be it for my breakdown. Yeah, I did actually want to quickly finish off with something quite funny actually, but I do understand if Telltale is quite annoyed at this, because this is what they do, right? So a few people commented on Twitter and PewDiePie's latest video on some, well, I guess you could say memes, Telltale. So someone said Telltale got the bad ending. Well, Telltale chose the bad ending, hence why they've got bankruptcy. Someone put PewDiePie will remember this. Yeah, so I thought the Telltale got the bad ending was kind of really funny, but yeah, I mean that's what they do as well. So I wouldn't be surprised if you got a bit annoyed about that. But I'm not against Telltale. I just found it funny. Okay, but yeah, but what PewDiePie said as well. I'm not sad. I'm disappointed when I found out this news. Well, I was sad and disappointed because Telltale's my favourite, and I'm not full on I'm not like angry at Telltale. Like, I just want to tell them off, but like it's not their fault obviously. So I support them all the way, and I support all the employees getting their new jobs and all that, and I hope they do well, and I give them my good luck. So yeah, I'm not like obviously against them, but I am disappointed that, because PewDiePie also said this, he knew that they could have done something, you know, something better, but I'm mainly disappointed at the fact that they're not going to carry on the final season, and I'm not annoyed because I don't get my money back. I don't care about that. I really hope Telltale gets that in some way, but it looks like they're not going to take anyone's money. That's kind of the annoying thing. I know Matthew Frost, yeah, I was talking to you today, and he also actually mentioned that my money is probably in thin air. He could smell my money, because no one's going to take the money, right? Maybe PlayStation will get a small percent of it, because I bought it on their platform. So I don't know what's going to happen with the money, but obviously I've paid for 2 episodes out of 4, so I've only got, you know, half what I paid for, you know. So, and I was going to buy it for PC. Thank God I didn't. But yeah, I might still. I don't know what they're going to do with the prices. Like, all these platforms must know that Telltale isn't going to release, so they need to do something with the price. They need to half it down. So, but Telltale releasing a game with 2 episodes is crazy. I thought Walking Dead Machine was crazy with the episode amount, 3 episodes, but final season, it's got 2 episodes. Like a full game with 2 episodes. It's kind of interesting. But yeah, I do support Telltale all the way, and I'm kind of disappointed, but that Telltale's leaving, because I absolutely love them. And so Walking Dead episode 2 is released tomorrow, and I will be doing a video on that. I'll probably go more in depth, just in case this is the final episode and they do not bother to release the other 2, because it's not confirmed that this is the final episode. They might release the other 2, but I will talk about that more when I finish episode 2 tomorrow, and then maybe a bit at the start of the episode. But I cannot wait to play episode 2 tomorrow. If you're excited, leave a like. And subscribe for the parts, and you know, put to show up on your inbox when they are released. I will be literally uploading them rapid fire, straight away. But put notifications on so you know when I've uploaded, and yeah, I will be doing a series on my channel, obviously, from that statement. So yeah, I can't wait to play it. I'm really excited, and spoilers, I am gonna if this is still an option, I am gonna date Lewis, because he's funny, and Violet, I'm just not really a fan of her, to be honest with you, and yeah, I just want to go more down that heterosexual path, Clem. So yeah, I tell you what I could do though. I could do a video on all the hidden trophies that you couldn't see for The Walking Dead season 4, obviously, The Walking Dead final season, episode 3 and 4, well, all the trophies, because if you go on to PlayStation 4, you can see us on all platforms, by the way, but there's obviously on PlayStation, they're called hidden trophies. You can press square to reveal what they do, what you have to do to earn them, and someone did say in my comment section, but you can actually look at these hidden trophies by pressing square, like I just said. I didn't actually do a video on it, and I'm glad I didn't, because some people have said there were spoilers in it, so I'm not going to do it straight away, just in case episode 3 and 4 does get released, but it may contain spoilers, so if they do not choose to do it, I will do a video on what could possibly be the ending for the final season, because it does reveal some stuff for the next episodes. You know, when I did that video on all chapters and stuff, yeah, episode 3 and 4 does have their trophies already revealed on any platform you're like on Steam, Xbox or PlayStation. Check them out. I mean, maybe one does say, oh, you sacrificed yourself for AJ, you never know, because some people have said, what the hell, Telltale? I haven't read it, so I'm taking maybe something says something about someone's death, so I don't really want to know, just in case they do reveal it. But if you guys are you know, absolutely certain that you do want to see spoilers for the final season, you can't wait this long for them to figure out what they're going to do with the game, do check out online. I'm sure there's videos on it, but what the trophies are, and it will reveal to you what they are, and it may potentially say if Clementine dies or not, because there is hidden trophies, and the hidden trophies just does reveal a lot of spoilers. So yeah, and people have leaked spoilers anyway, so not for the final episode, but I know someone on Instagram has actually revealed episode 2 spoilers already before the episode's out, so clever you. So yeah, so thank you for watching, guys. That is going to be it. That has been my full breakdown episode 2. Like I said, there wasn't much to talk about, so I did actually talk about something else off topic, because it just would have been a really short video. I've made it up 23 minutes, so that's pretty decent. So yeah, it's a really short trailer actually. I mean, I don't know why they made it so short, but I do know why they revealed Lily is because people did leak Lily anyway, so they, you know, I bet they're like, screw it, just, you know what, Telltale, we'll just put Lily in the trailer. So yeah, so that is going to be it. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow for The Walking Dead, the final season, episode 2, Suffer the Children. Peace. God.